Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how you set passion planning to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be discussing how I'm going to reintroduce the daily planner into my planning system. As some of you know, if you've been following the channel, I have used the Passion Planner daily in different contexts and different moments of my life, but I fell off using it honestly since last fall. So the fall of 2023 is the last time I used this planner. So I'm going to talk about how I'm going to integrate it back into my system for briefly. There will be breaks that I use at moments where there will be periods where I use this, but I don't anticipate using it every single day or every single week. So I'm going to talk more about that. But this is the one of the daily covers. It's kind of got this like leafy, jungly kind of vibe in this really pretty green. And as you can see, I used the calendar at the front to kind of plan out the fall 2023 semester, and then I used it a handful of times for some meetings that I attended and some classes that I held. But I really quickly, after I think about this page, dropped off of using this particular planner. I have another daily planner that's full, but this one just fell by the wayside in that fall semester. And the reason I'm picking it back up again is because I just launched a new unit in my classes, and I really want to keep tabs on how it goes. Because a lot about it is new. I really want it both in terms of how I designed it and also the LMS that we're using. I want to have a place where I can take like robust notes about how every class, I say class in quotes because it's an asynchronous course, but how each of the lessons and the assignments go. And I think this would be just an excellent way for me to do that so it doesn't get lost in the digital clutter. I have a lot of places that I keep notes, y'all. But I think this would be useful because I was kind of doing that with my face-to-face classes. That's what I use the daily for. But I haven't done it with my asynchronous courses yet. And I think this is going to be something maybe I just keep on doing moving forward. Especially if I'm launching a new unit, a new class or something like that. I think that's what I will use the daily for. So I'm going to go ahead and in the today's focus part of this, I'm going to write out like this series that I'm following here, and that is my English 302, Unit 2, review. And that'll help me if I'm flipping through the planner, like find where this little like series of records are. So that's what I'm hoping for in this case here. And then what I'm going to do in the date section is I'm going to put the week number. So this is starting in week 11 of our semester. And that's useful to me because that's how I structure my asynchronous courses. It's by week number instead of day 1, day 2. And there are typically 2 days in the class per week. So that's essentially how this is going to work out in terms of this. This is where I'm going to take all the notes. Okay. And this is where I'm going to list out what happens in that week so that I can remind myself without looking at my like LMS. So in this first week, the students do a rhetorical situation discussion. And basically they workshop a new rhetorical situation for their project. And then they do a mode assignment. So basically they pick a new audience for their project, for their research here, and then they align that with like the mode that would be most appropriate to reach that audience here. So they revisit the concept of rhetorical situation, and then they think through what kinds of modes would be best to communicate to that audience. So they do these 2 things. And this is important because they post here and they reply to each other's posts by that second day in the class. And then they do this assignment by that second day in the class as well. So it's just a little note to myself that that's what's happening in this week. And then here's where I'm going to take my freeform notes once the students have actually done the lesson and completed the assignments. Like if I have notes about how to like fix it moving forward. Like one of the questions I have for myself, and maybe that's where I'll put if I have questions I know I will have about a particular class or week, I'll put it here. And the question I have for myself is, I don't think I built in enough space for an audience analysis. So that might be something I need to beef up in the next iteration. But I was a little bit in the mode of building the plane while flying it because of when I chose to do this. So I did run out of time to like really think through every little thing. But I'm going to put this question to myself to remember that I want to see how that actually goes with the students. So I think this is a good structure here. And then, so what I might do is this whole day is actually 1 week. And I will have like the first activity notes here, the second activity notes here. I'm not sure if there's really any use for this timeline yet, but we'll see. You know, it could be the case that I do this and I figure out other things that go in these boxes, but I'm not like hard pressed. I'm all about functionality in this case. And I'm just going to see how it goes. But for the purposes of this video, because this unit has these activities haven't actually happened yet, I am going to pop on some stickers and stuff just to like jazz it up a little bit. And you know, while I'm at it, I'm just considering with you all, you know, some of the things, the ways in which you might use the daily planner. I know a lot of people who use the daily instead of the weekly. They use it as like their actual planner. You have to, I mean, if you're going to do that and you use it every single day, you would need 4 of these per year to have enough days. I'm not sure though, don't quote me on that. You may be able to get away with fewer journals if you used it every day. But the beauty of the system certainly is that like you don't have to use it every day. You could use it on the days you want and you can end up with extra days, you know. I'm looking through the Passion Planner sticker book right now. I think there's, if I remember correctly, there's a couple of stickers I was thinking about that would be appropriate for this spread. And I'm just looking for them right now. There's some such good stickers in this book. Like, I'm kind of saving all these planner stickers. These are like about planning, but I know I should just use them because I love them so much. Okay, I think like the camera, and then I think the camera and the art. It's like some from the camera and the art, maybe. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna pull a couple stickers from this camera page, and then a couple from like the art page, and maybe a couple from other places. So yeah, basically in this new unit, the students are producing a multimodal project of some kind, and so I basically am walking them through the steps of how to do that. And you know, it's the kind of thing where we really want them to think through like how the different modes like align, and you know how they can speak to a particular audience using, you know, certain modalities, how to add like strategic value with different modes of communication. So it's definitely not like just about, you know, take this and shoehorn it into this new genre. It's definitely designed to get them to think about about it strategically. And we do this for a number of reasons, because honestly, a lot of the places that they're going to go work kind of assume that they already know how to do this, but in most cases they don't. Or maybe they have like a little bit of knowledge about how to produce something like a podcast, but they, have very little practice with it. So it's our goal to help them think through some of this stuff and have a relatively safe space to practice it. And it's this little tube of paint. Yeah, I think that's cute. So just a couple of little stickers and then a little bit of washi, because why not? Why not? I'm just looking at my washi options. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the new Passion Planner washis. I'm actually thinking that this lily pad washi would be perfect. But I was thinking if you're interested in using a daily, or you have a daily and you're just maybe you're it's excessive for me to have a page per day. How else can I use this? I think it's actually a good exercise for if you are workshopping something in your life, or in your work, you're testing out a new thing, a new process. It's nice because it has such robust note-taking space, in the notes part, and you can take down some details of whatever it is you're tracking there. So it's just kind of it's just nice, I think. I think I want to add more blue to this situation. Let me see if I have. And you might be asking yourself, okay, Tanya, good on you for doing this, but how are you actually going to be checking in with this? And to answer your question, I am not entirely sure. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a little more blue. But I did put in my weekly to-dos to update this. So I'm hoping that it will remind me to check in with this and take the notes that I am looking to take. I'm just going crazy with this washi, yo. I'm just going crazy. But this could be just a good way to brainstorm stuff. If the holidays are coming up and you're I'm not sure about how I approach blank. This could be a good way to just record what happens, and then ideas you have, questions you have for yourself, or ideas you have for the next time you do whatever it is. So that's what I'm using it for, because I definitely don't have, the weekly serves my everyday needs, my everyday planning needs, as you know if you watch this channel. But I kind of like using the daily as a special project type of planner where I can track stuff and take good notes and stuff like that. I might even get one that's specifically for I have a notebook I use to take notes during conferences and webinars and stuff like that. And when I run out of pages in that notebook, I think I'm going to invest in either, I'm not sure if Passion Planner has notebooks anymore, but if not, then I'll get another daily and use it for the same purpose. I think this would be such a good conference planner, because you could put the sessions you want to attend here and then take notes on the sessions here. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Anyway, this looks maybe a little random, but I don't care because I'm excited about using it for the purpose that I set out to use it for. Yeah, if you guys are interested in how I'm going to use this and you want me to check in with you at the end of this unit, I can show you what the pages look like. Just let me know in the comments if that'd be interesting for you. I'll put it on the list of videos that I make in December. But yeah, let me know what you think. And let me know if you have some novel way that you use the daily, or just any way you use the daily. I'm interested to know what all the options are. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this plan with me, and stay tuned. I got some more planning stuff coming your way, and let me know how you're doing. Take good care.